Okay, I finally got it done. All the programs I got to find for you where you live in Pennsylvania. Actually, that outlying suburb of Philly, I guess, really what it is got not a whole lot of local programs. A lot of it's going to be in the state and also in the internet stuff that I found. So because there's two parts to this video. One is the state and local programs and federal programs. Then I go into on the second video, that part two will be a lot of the other stuff that's happening on the internet, and that's exciting. So make sure you watch that. And actually watch, there's a lot of introduction videos within the separate segments that you should watch. Excuse me, I got something in my throat here early in the morning for me. And also, there's an introduction to the process video, the one before this one in your report, that I want to make sure you watch, because that really tells you what to do with this report, and what information is like now, because everybody thinks, you just go on the internet and you find what you need, and that's not true at all. And there's a bunch of skills you have to marry with that. Yes, you have to know the internet, but you have to know these other people skills and a better understanding of what you're finding on the internet nowadays, because most of it's stuff that people want to sell you. And that's what my research does, is cut through all that, the millions of websites out there, and billions actually, to show you just the ones that give you free money and help. Okay, let's start with the local programs. Local programs. First one up is come up with $1,000 and get $5,000 at 0% interest and forgivable loans. That's right. I mean, this is the first time I heard anything since I used to borrow $5 from my father. There is such thing as a forgivable loan. I remember as a kid going up trying to borrow $5 from my dad, and he'd say yes, he'd give me $5. I never paid the poor guy back. I was a selfish little bastard. But the government has that. This is your favorite Uncle Sam does that. So now what they're doing is encouraging people. All you have to do is come up with $1,000 somewhere, and they come up with the down payment money, the closing cost money, a low rate mortgage, and then they forgive the closing, that $5,000 for down payment and closing cost money, if you stay there a certain amount of time. And here's the program for your area. Now there's also a program for $15,000 with 0% interest to rehabilitate program. So this is very important, I think. Maybe you say, I don't want to fix up a home, I want to buy one. But you have to remember about this program, because if you're going out, maybe you want investment property, or sometime live in the house and then flip it over, or things like that, and it may pay you to do that, or really buy 1 to 4 bedroom units, and you live in one and rent out the other 3 or 4, then you want to fix them up. And that's what this money's for. So if you could get 0% loan money, man, Chase ain't ever going to give you that. And that's what's neat about these programs. Okay, grants for the first month's rent and deposit. Okay, that's if you're not buying a house, but I just put this in here because they're the other kind of money programs that are available for housing. And what I'm really trying to do is educate you, not on maybe just the things you need, but the things you may need in the future, the things you could help other people with, because that's what our life is about. Everybody doesn't know anything. We're all dumb in many areas. So you could help other people when you have this. Pass this report around. I don't care. I mean, it's most of my books really I plagiarize from other people. So let people plagiarize from me. Okay, housing programs for low-income families. Okay, it's all right there. Emergency shelter, traditional housing, all those kinds of things you may have heard about, in the papers and news. But here's a central source to find out about them in your community. So you have a friend that all of a sudden they maybe have to get out of their place right away, and how to find that kind of help. You'll know where to direct them. So that's important. Okay, a $3,000 grant for your savings account. Wow! Who else would put money into your savings account as a grant money? In other words, you open a savings account, you put in $1, the government puts in $3,000 to match your dollar. That's incredible. I mean, $300. I mean, $3, 3 to 1. So if you wind up saving 1,000, they're going to put in 3,000 for you. That's neat. Home weatherization money for renters and owners. So you could fix up your apartment, rent a house, or whatever, because that's going to save you on utility bills. So they're going to give you free money to do that. Yeah, and that's what's cool about that. Now, some of these programs are income determinant. So make sure if you're a fat cat, there's some you'll be able to apply for and some you won't. So make sure you check those out ahead of time. Reduce your property tax with a homestead exclusion. There's a Pennsylvania thing, but it has to be run through the county. So there's your county office, to get that. Okay, home purchase through sweat equity. Have you heard about Habitat Humanity? That's what they do. You get a brand new house as long as you help other people with your sweat to build other houses. And so they all help each other and get houses and get very low interest loans. Now the program has stopped in your area for a while, but keep an eye on it. It may come back up. Free legal help for home ownership problems. Legal help. I mean, you look, you're trying to do a mortgage or all this kind of thing. You feel you need help. You go to the internet and you're going to get millions of websites who are going to charge you, $200, $300 an hour for this stuff. Here's it's free. Okay, free legal help for housing discrimination, aging, race, color, religion, and now gender, I think, is in the housing discrimination. So, I mean, people can't mess over with you, and you have to know the laws, and you don't have to have an attorney, because these people will sue these people for you. So why hire an attorney to go learn the law for you when you can go to an attorney who wrote the law and they'll sue the suckers for you? Okay, how to file a consumer complaint. You have a good county office for that. Free help with your garden, right? Because that improves your property, things like that. Or you want to, just grow tomatoes in your backyard. That's what we do, is save grocery money. And it's fun. My son, who's an adult, he loves doing that stuff. So we have a garden there. And the county cooperative service will help you do all that. Okay, assessment eligibility for senior in-home services and long-term care. I mean, there's a local office, so if you're a senior, know somebody senior, worried about housing and stuff like that, these people help you. They'll tell you the programs, how to apply if you're eligible for whatever. Okay, rent subsidies for low-income people. That's the housing, authority locally. And also that's a place where you can get your property on that list so that the government pays rent to you for other people who need rental housing. So that's a great thing, if you're out there flipping housing, for the government to get you not only tenants for your property, but pay the rent too. Okay, also low-income people, here's a housing program for them. This is a nonprofit organization that fixes up houses and gets them to people, with low income. So you get a brand new house. Okay, here's something that you have to know about, I think, to survive in our economy today, particularly in the age of Google, because Google tells you about things that they charge you for. Everything on Google, 99% of it, is charged, because that's what you find. People who are making money, from you are going to spend money to try to find you because you're probably using Google. Okay, but now the people who don't make money from you are not going to spend money on Google, so you have to find them, because they'll be on page 89 of your printout. So here's a database you could do that. And it's a phone number. You call that phone number. Don't just use the database, because we don't know what to put in the database. It's like Google. You don't know what to put in. You're guessing what to put in. You talk to human beings, and they've answered the same question a dozen times, and they know what to search. So contact them, and you'll see how effective this is. Here if you go to Google and put in mortgages, you'll see 127 million websites for mortgages. Now here you just put in the 211 thing, and you put in for housing programs, and you'll see, look at here. There's rent payment assistance, there's mortgage payment assistance, landlord tenant assistance, all this, and they're all free. Everything in this database is free, unlike the Google, where you get 227 million people and 220 million are charging you stuff, right? Okay, help paying utility bills. There they are there, okay? So electric service payment assistance, gas service payment assistance, water bill payment assistance, discontinued, discounted utility services, whatever that means. I thought it was discontinued. Weatherization. Okay, free legal help. Okay, there it is. Landlord, tenant, immigration, restraining orders, benefit assistance, discrimination assistance, family law, child support assistance, all those things. And your library. People forget about the library, man. Then you have Ask a Librarian. They know the local services. You're hiring a consultant and they're going to talk and they're practiced to find out how to get money from you. I mean, that's the goal because that's their objective. So why would they recommend, like your bank, telling you can get the money for free? They're not going to tell you that. So you got to get the free stuff for you. And so your library has Ask a Librarian. Go to that link, find out about it. And what the library also has is, they'll help you set up free businesses on the internet because there's so many ways. It's very easy. You go to these platforms, as they call it, and it costs you 20 cents to start up a business. And now a lot of librarians, I don't know if your library does it, will help you start that business for you and sit one-on-one because maybe you're a little computer shy or IT shy. How the heck do you do this? I got an MBA in computers back in the 70s. I still can't figure a lot of this stuff out. So, once you do it, then it becomes easy. It's doing it the first time because your mind doesn't think that way. Okay, because they have 2 databases of stuff you'll never find anywhere. And this is money from foundations. See, foundations, there's 140,000 foundations in the government that give out money. Now, they have 2 databases they're access to, and they could tell you where to get them for free. Because these databases will charge up to like $1,500 a year to use the database. So they have it. You could use it for free. One is 10,000 private grants to individuals. Okay, that's worth being knowledgeable about. And the other one is 140,000, private organizations that give out grant money. Most of that is to nonprofit organizations. So you're a nonprofit, want to do something, that's where you got to learn. And see, the librarian will sit down and show you how to use it and where to get it and everything. Because 90% of those websites are not on, they don't have websites. So that's the issue with those things. Okay. And this you must do is make an appointment with a housing counselor. I have the link here too. These are government supported experts in housing. Know all the programs or whatever. Talk with them first. Costs you nothing. And you get the best help. They're not there to sell you anything, to upsell you anything or anything. An important thing to do. I have videos there that show you these people, how they do it, how nice they are, and what their motives are. You'll see they want to help people. If you give people a chance. I mean, people in commerce, they want to help, I guess, but they're just so overwhelmed with quotas and making money that they'll do anything. I mean, look at Wells Fargo. For 5 years they screwed 5,000 people. And it's just human nature. So that's why you got to go around that system to find the real good stuff. More free money management counseling. There's also money management counseling as the County Cooperative Extension Service. See if yours have. I have a video there of how that happens. Free services for vets. Yeah, if you're a vet or a family of a vet or anything like that, know about this group because this group will do the research for you to get the money and you get twice as much money as if you use them. That's amazing. So you go to government office getting grant to help you get money, to get grant money, and they get twice as much money than if you didn't use them. Now that's amazing. That's like sort of General Motors putting up a store, that shows you how to get more money from General Motors. Yeah, and there's a video of this that I explain the service there. Free professional help on any aspect of your real estate. This you have to know to survive in the world now too. This is called your business development centers. These are free. These are, I think, the most important thing the government has to help you. Any problem you have in anything that you want to try to make money with. You have an invention, you want to make some money on Airbnb with your house, or you want to be flipping houses or whatever. You don't know what the tax problems are, you don't know the management, you don't know the technology, you don't know the marketing, you don't know. They help you for free. They're getting grants to do that. I would go to these places for my Fortune 500 companies, get all the stuff for free, sell the same thing for thousands of dollars to my Fortune 500 clients. Rich people don't care what things cost, they just want it done. Okay, here's a couple of free phone services that people may not be aware of. Now, they're income determined, so check on them. You get free cell phones, discounts on internet service, stuff like that. So check them out. Grants, Well, here's you pay utility bills. These are discounts on utility bills, 100 to 500 to pay your utility bills. Grants from Columbia Gas to repair and replace furnitures and hot water heaters. I don't know if you use Columbia Gas or not, but it's there if you do. People's Gas, the same kind of thing. Discounts on utility bills from Penn Power. I'm not sure what power company you use. Grants to pay utility bills in Pennsylvania. That's a Pennsylvania problem, so go to that website because your stuff will be in there if I didn't mention it already. New home internet for $9.95. Internet. I mean, I pay like $600-700. Yeah, I mean not $700, $50-60. Okay, state programs. $60,000 to pay past due mortgage payments. Wow! So you owe 6 months of rent, $1,000 a piece. That's only $6,000. Yeah, so you're going to go, $60,000. Okay, $6,000 grant for closing costs and down payment money. Now this is state programs. $15,000 payment closing costs for people with disabilities. Save $2,000 a year on your mortgage. Find out about that program. $10,000 no interest forgivable loan for home buyer. You apply to more than one of these programs. The worst thing is you get them all. Yeah, and that's a nice problem to have. You figure that out later. So $8,000 down payment closing costs. Money from your boss, low interest rates and low fee mortgages, state supported home mortgages for home. Look at all this stuff. No insurance and low insurance mortgage loans. 2 programs that refinance at loan rates and payments. $10,000 loan with 0 interest and no payments. People with disabilities, modify your home. That's right. $15,000 to fix up money. And you make it part of your mortgage. See, that's a cool thing to do. That's good for investors, or to buy a lousy house, and now you got $5,000 to make it nice. $10,000 energy improvement, 1% interest. Man, this is giveaways, sale. $5,000 affordable rates to fix up your house. $25,000 low interest to replace a septic tank. Maybe you have a septic tank. Well, you want to know about that. Utility bills, money to pay utility bills, grants to make home energy more energy efficient, free independent counseling, reverse mortgage. Don't talk to anybody about a reverse mortgage until you talk to these experts who get grants to explain it to you, because they're not going to sell you anything. You're out there searching for a reverse mortgage, you're going to get some salesperson, and they spend 24 hours a day trying to figure out how to get you to buy something. These people don't have to get you to buy anything. They just have to transfer knowledge to you. That's who you want to do. Real estate property tax exempt for disabled, $650 property tax for owners and renters. If you rent, you get a property tax rebate. List all the property and find affordable homes for apartment. That's, again, if you're fixing up, you want to be house flipping. Utility assistance programs in Pennsylvania. Another listing there, so you have trouble with your utility bills. Local banks that give grants to put in your savings accounts. This is the kind of thing we mentioned earlier. You put in $1 and they put in $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. Okay. Federal programs. Yeah. Okay. Here's one. If you have a current mortgage, call this hotline, because they know all the federal programs. A lot of the new federal programs are there to make you reduce the mortgage payment and make you reduce the principal, so they get you out from underwater, make your payments easier and everything. But if you go to a bank or a financial institution, they're going to want to sell you something. These people don't sell. They're, again, to educate. 50% discount on homes. Yeah. There's homes, government homes. If you want to get in the house flipping business, that's the place to do. HUD homes for sale, single family housing repair loans and grants in Pennsylvania, single family direct home loans in Pennsylvania, single family guaranteed home loans. Okay, all that stuff is there. Okay, now that's the end of part 1. I'll let you digest that a little bit. I know it's probably early in the morning. And you're not ready for all this excitement. But anyway, it's important stuff. That's why I get excited about it. And I really think it could help people. It takes effort on your part. That's why I wanted you to read that, watch that other little video about what to do after you learn about these programs and how to treat people. But because the follow through is what happens. I could show you where all the pretty girls hang out and all the good looking guys hang out. But if you want to pick one up, how you approach them is important. So that's what that video is about. Okay, stay tuned for part 2.